Daily Horoscope for Leo, April 30, 2025. Greetings, magnificent Leos. As we explore the astrological landscape for April 30, 2025, I see a day of profound transformation and opportunity awaiting you. The Sun in Taurus forms a grounding influence in your 10th house of career and public reputation, casting a spotlight on your professional endeavors and ambitions. On this particular Wednesday, we find Mercury stationed in Gemini, activating your 11th house of community and future aspirations. This creates a powerful mental clarity that allows you to articulate your visionary ideas with remarkable precision. Your words carry extra weight today, Leo, so use them wisely in group settings and networking opportunities. Venus, positioned in Aries, ignites your 9th house of expansion and higher learning. This placement infuses your day with a passionate curiosity and desire for new experiences. You may feel drawn to explore philosophical concepts, educational pursuits, or even make plans for travel. This Venus influence also enhances your natural charisma, making it an exceptional day for presentations or sharing your knowledge with others. Meanwhile, Mars in Pisces activates your 8th house of shared resources and transformation. This placement brings intensity to financial matters, particularly those involving partnerships, investments, or shared assets. You may find yourself navigating complex negotiations or dealing with insurance matters, taxes, or joint ventures. While potentially challenging, this energy also provides the courage needed to address issues you've been avoiding. The Moon in Capricorn today forms an interesting square to your Leo Sun, creating a productive tension between your emotional needs and your core identity. This aspect challenges you to balance your natural exuberance and desire for recognition with a more disciplined, strategic approach to your ambitions. You might feel pulled between wanting immediate gratification and knowing that patient, methodical work will yield greater rewards. In terms of your relationships, Leo, today offers a fascinating dynamic. With Jupiter in Cáncer influencing your 12th house of the subconscious, hidden emotions and unresolved feelings may surface in unexpected ways. This could bring profound healing opportunities, particularly in your closest relationships. Singles might feel drawn to someone who seems somehow familiar, perhaps triggering important past life connections or karmic patterns that need resolution. For those in committed partnerships, today calls for honest communication about deeper emotional needs. The Capricorn moon encourages practical expressions of love rather than grand gestures. Sometimes the most meaningful connections happen during life's ordinary moments. Career-wise, this is a standout day in your professional landscape. With the Sun illuminating your 10th house and forming a trine with Pluto in Aquarius, you have extraordinary potential to make impactful changes in your workplace or industry. Leadership opportunities may emerge unexpectedly, and your natural Leo confidence makes you the perfect candidate to step up. Your superiors are paying attention today, so demonstrate your capabilities through actions rather than words alone. Financially, exercise caution with the Mars in Pisces influence. While you might feel drawn to make significant investments or financial commitments, ensure you've done proper research before proceeding. The 8th house influence can sometimes cloud judgment around money matters, particularly when emotions are involved. Seek advice from trusted financial advisors before making major decisions. Your physical energy today shows interesting fluctuations. Morning hours bring vitality and focus, making it an ideal time for important meetings or challenging tasks. By mid-afternoon, you may notice a slight energy dip as the moon squares Saturn. Combat this by taking short breaks, preferably in nature, or sunlight, your ruling element, to recharge your Leo batteries. Evening brings renewed vigor, perfect for social engagements or creative pursuits. Speaking of creativity, today's aspects particularly favor artistic expression and creative problem-solving. The Mercury in Gemini influence enhances your ability to synthesize diverse concepts into innovative solutions. If you're involved in any design, writing, or artistic projects, expect breakthrough ideas to flow more easily than usual. Your social sphere receives positive attention today as well. The 11th house Mercury placement facilitates meaningful connections with friends and colleagues who share your visionary outlook. Group activities prove especially rewarding, potentially introducing you to individuals who will play significant roles in your future endeavors. Pay attention to seemingly casual conversations. They may contain valuable insights or opportunities. For Leo parents, children require extra patience today. The Capricorn moon may make young ones seem more stubborn or resistant than usual. Remember that your natural warmth and playfulness are your greatest parenting strengths. Transform potential power struggles into opportunities for teaching important life lessons about persistence and responsibility. Your lucky color today is deep emerald green, representing growth and abundance. Wearing or surrounding yourself with this hue enhances your natural magnetism and attracts prosperity. Your lucky number is 4, signifying stability and foundation. Pay attention when this number appears throughout your day. In terms of challenges, watch for a tendency toward pride or inflexibility, especially during afternoon hours. The square between the moon and your sun can temporarily heighten Leo's less favorable traits. Practice conscious humility and remain open to constructive feedback, particularly from authority figures or older family members. For spiritual growth, today offers a beautiful opportunity to connect with ancestral wisdom and lineage. The Capricorn moon activates your 6th house of daily rituals, suggesting that incorporating small, consistent spiritual practices into your routine will yield significant benefits. Consider meditation focused on gratitude, as this aligns powerfully with your Leo desire to give and receive appreciation. As the day concludes, take time for reflection. Journal about insights gained, particularly regarding your long-term ambitions and the legacy you wish to create. This April 30th serves as an important stepping stone toward your greater purpose, magnificent Leo. Embrace its energies fully, balancing your natural confidence with strategic patience, and you'll find yourself making remarkable progress toward your most cherished goals. Remember, brave lion, you are at your most powerful when you lead not just with charisma, but with compassion. Let that be your guiding principle as you navigate this astrologically significant day. On April 30, 2025, Leo's celestial landscape reveals a fascinating array of planetary influences. The Sun, your ruling celestial body, sits firmly in Taurus, creating an interesting dynamic between your fiery nature and the steady earth energy of the bull. This position emphasizes practical matters in your 10th house of career and public recognition, compelling you to ground your natural charisma in tangible achievements. Venus appears in Gemini in your 11th house of community and future aspirations, forming a supportive sextile to your Leo energy. This placement enhances your natural magnetism in group settings and could bring valuable social connections that further your long-term goals. The duality of Gemini energy suggests you may find yourself drawn to multiple social circles or collaborative projects. Mars, positioned in Cáncer in your 12th house, creates a more complex energy pattern for you today. This placement may trigger subconscious emotional responses, particularly around issues of security and nurturing. You might find your energy somewhat subdued or directed toward behind-the-scenes work, spiritual pursuits, or resolving past issues. Mercury, the communication planet, is moving swiftly through Taurus alongside the Sun. This grants you impressive articulation skills when discussing professional matters or conversing with authority figures. Your words carry weight today, especially in formal settings or when addressing practical concerns. Consider using this influence to pitch ideas or request recognition for past accomplishments. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, continues its journey through Gemini in your 11th house, amplifying the Venus effect mentioned earlier. This creates a particularly auspicious period for networking, joining organizations, and expanding your social influence. The benefits of your community connections become increasingly apparent today. Saturn's position in Pisces in your 8th house of shared resources and transformation creates a somewhat restrictive energy around joint finances, investments, or intimate partnerships. This placement asks you to be disciplined and patient regarding matters of deep emotional or financial entanglement. Lessons learned now will provide long-lasting structure to these areas of life. Uranus in Taurus continues its long-term residence in your career sector, forming a conjunction with the Sun today. This creates a potentially surprising or disruptive energy around your professional identity or public role. Unexpected developments or sudden insights could shift your perspective on your life direction or how you wish to be recognized by others. Neptune in Aries occupies your 9th house of higher learning, philosophy, and long-distance travel. This placement infuses your quest for meaning and truth with pioneering energy, potentially inspiring spiritual breakthroughs or innovative educational pursuits. Your beliefs may undergo subtle yet significant transformation under this influence. Pluto, having recently entered Aquarius, sits in opposition to your Leo energy from your 7th house of partnerships. This creates a profound transformative pressure on your relationships, especially those of a one-on-one nature. Power dynamics in partnerships may become more evident today, calling for conscious awareness of how you share control and influence with others. The moon today traverses Scorpio in your 4th house of home and foundations. This placement brings emotional intensity to matters related to your private life, family connections, and sense of belonging. You may feel more intuitive or psychologically perceptive about domestic situations, perhaps uncovering hidden feelings or motivations within your household. Looking at aspects, the Sun-Uranus conjunction in your career house forms a challenging square to the moon in your home sector, suggesting tension between professional demands and personal needs. This may manifest as unexpected work developments disrupting your domestic tranquility, or conversely, emotional family matters distracting you from career opportunities. A notable trine forms between Mars in Cáncer and Neptune in Aries, connecting your 12th house of the subconscious with your 9th house of belief systems. This supportive aspect enhances your spiritual intuition and may inspire compassionate action based on your philosophical values. Creative visualization techniques prove particularly effective under this influence. With the North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra, your evolutionary path continues to pull you toward greater independence and self-directed learning, while releasing excessive dependency on others' opinions or approval. Today's planetary positions highlight this journey through specific situations that test your willingness to follow your own path, despite opposition. The asteroid Chiron, also in Aries near Neptune, brings healing opportunities related to your belief systems or educational pursuits. Old wounds around self-doubt in intellectual matters or spiritual questioning may surface for resolution, particularly as they relate to your Leo need for creative self-expression and authentic recognition. April 30, 2025 brings a fascinating communication landscape for Leos. With Mercury in Taurus forming a harmonious trine to your sun sign, your words carry exceptional weight and authenticity today. This planetary configuration grants you a rare combination of fiery Leo charisma with Taurian groundedness, allowing your messages to resonate deeply with others. The 3rd house activation in your chart specifically enhances your ability to articulate complex ideas with remarkable clarity. Those around you will notice how your usual dramatic flair is tempered with practical wisdom, making this an excellent day for important conversations, presentations, or written communications. The moon in Libra during this date creates a diplomatic air around your exchanges, helping you balance self-expression with receptivity to others' viewpoints. This lunar position softens any tendency toward domineering communication that sometimes affects your sign. Jupiter's position in Gemini expands your social network, bringing opportunities to connect with diverse individuals who appreciate your authentic voice. Pay particular attention to digital communications, today's social media posts, emails, and texts may reach farther than anticipated and generate unexpected positive responses. Venus forms a supportive aspect to your ruling planet, the Sun, enhancing your natural charm in conversation. Words spoken from the heart will land with particular grace. Be mindful of Saturn's influence in your 8th house, which could create some hesitation around discussing sensitive topics. This planetary position suggests you might need to push through initial resistance to have transformative conversations about shared resources or emotional intimacy. Your throat chakra is especially activated today, making it an ideal time for public speaking, singing, or any vocal expression that showcases your natural talents. Creative communications flourish under this sky. Consider writing that blog post, recording that podcast episode, or filming that video you've been contemplating. Morning hours, before noon, offer the clearest channel for important exchanges, as the Sun-Mercury energy is strongest then. Conversations initiated during this window have the best chance of productive outcomes. Notice how your body language aligns with your spoken words today. There's a natural congruence that others find trustworthy and compelling. If employed in communications fields, expect recognition for your contributions, particularly those requiring creative problem-solving or leadership. Mars in Pisces creates an interesting dynamic with your expressive style today, adding subtle emotional undertones to your communication. You may find yourself intuitively understanding others' unspoken needs and addressing them in conversation. This makes you particularly effective in supportive roles and mentoring relationships. Written expression flows exceptionally well today. If you've been working on any documents, proposals, or creative writing, the words should come with unusual ease. Your 5th house of creativity receives beneficial aspects, linking your communication style with your innate creative gifts. In group settings, you'll naturally take on a leadership role in discussions without coming across as overbearing. Others will look to you to articulate shared sentiments, so prepare to be the voice of collective wisdom. Family communications benefit from a nurturing aspect between the Moon and Venus, making this an excellent day to resolve any ongoing domestic misunderstandings. Your authenticity shines through most clearly when discussing topics of personal passion or creative vision. Allow these subjects to lead your important conversations today. Networking opportunities that arise now could lead to significant connections with lasting professional benefits. Be particularly attentive to chance encounters that involve idea exchange or creative collaboration. The North Node's position suggests that growth comes through expanding your communication comfort zone, perhaps by addressing topics you'd normally avoid or speaking to audiences you find challenging. Educational pursuits receive favorable energy today, especially those involving language, media, or any form of structured expression. Consider signing up for that workshop or course you've been contemplating. Communication technology works in your favor today. Virtual meetings, digital presentations, and online networking all receive beneficial aspects. Neptune's influence brings a touch of inspiration to your words, making this an excellent day for poetic expression or spiritual discussions. Just ensure practical details aren't lost in the visionary energy. Listening becomes your secret superpower today. When you truly hear others, your responses will carry profound impact. April 30, 2025 presents a particularly dynamic financial landscape for Leo. With the Sun forming a trine to Jupiter in your sector of shared resources, this creates an excellent day to explore collaborative financial ventures. Your natural leadership qualities are enhanced, making it an opportune time to take the initiative on joint investments or business partnerships. Mars in Gemini is activating your 11th house of networks and future goals, suggesting that financial opportunities may come through social connections rather than traditional channels. A professional acquaintance or friend could introduce you to a lucrative opportunity around midday. Keep your communications open and be responsive to messages that might initially seem casual, but could lead to financial gain. Venus in Taurus is grounding your career sector, bringing stability to your professional reputation and enhancing your value in the workplace. This placement suggests that a financial opportunity might arrive through recognition of your talents, perhaps in the form of a raise, bonus, or lucrative side project. The morning hours are particularly favorable for meetings with supervisors or discussing compensation. Interestingly, Mercury stations direct today after a retrograde period, clearing up communication issues that may have delayed financial agreements. Contracts that were stuck in negotiation could finally move forward, and payments that were delayed may suddenly process. Review any financial paperwork carefully before noon, as the clarity from Mercury's direct motion will be strongest early in the day. The quarter moon in Aquarius illuminates your seventh house of partnerships, suggesting that financial decisions made with others will require balance today. This lunar influence encourages you to find the middle ground between your bold Leo approach to money and a more detached, analytical perspective. Joint financial decisions benefit from both intuition and logic today. Uranus in Taurus continues its long-term transit through your career sector, potentially bringing unexpected financial opportunities that deviate from your usual income streams. Today's aspect to Saturn creates a stabilizing influence, suggesting that an unconventional income opportunity could have surprising longevity. Don't dismiss unusual proposals that come your way, especially those related to technology, innovation, or social causes. Your planetary ruler, the Sun, is particularly strong today, enhancing your natural magnetism and ability to attract resources. Use this solar energy to showcase your talents and capabilities, as financial rewards are likely to follow genuine self-expression. Between 2 and 4 p.m. is your power window, when making financial presentations or pitches will have maximum impact. Pluto's position in Aquarius may bring deeper transformations to your financial partnerships. You might discover hidden resources through connections with others, or uncover a passive income stream that has been overlooked. This influence suggests investigating shared financial arrangements for opportunities to maximize returns. Neptune in Pisces occupies your 8th house of shared resources, creating a subtle but important influence on investments and loans. Your financial intuition is heightened, particularly regarding speculative investments. However, be cautious about making decisions based purely on emotional responses. Combine your intuitive insights with practical research. The asteroid Vesta in Cáncer activates your 12th house of hidden matters, suggesting that some of today's best financial opportunities may not be immediately obvious. Private negotiations, behind-the-scenes arrangements, or financial research conducted in solitude could yield significant dividends. Consider setting aside some time for financial planning in a quiet, contemplative space. Numerologically, April 30, 2025 carries a vibration of 8, 4 plus 3 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 16. 1 plus 6 equals 7, which resonates with abundance and material success, particularly auspicious for Leo's financial matters today. This numerical influence supports focused efforts toward wealth building and resource expansion. For investments, sectors related to entertainment, creative industries, technology innovation, and sustainable energy show particular promise for Leo today. Your natural affinity for dramatic flair and creative vision gives you an edge in recognizing opportunities in these areas before others. Cash flow may improve unexpectedly through a past investment or project that suddenly bears fruit. A creative endeavor or side business that you've been nurturing could receive recognition or financial backing. Be prepared to capitalize on this by having your financial documentation and proposals ready to present. In terms of spending, today favors investments in professional development and personal branding. Expenses related to enhancing your visibility and reputation will pay dividends, while impulse purchases for mere pleasure should be approached with caution, especially after 7 p.m. when the moon's aspect to Neptune could cloud financial judgment. Partnership finances deserve special attention today. Joint accounts, shared investments, and mutual financial obligations all benefit from transparent communication. If you've been avoiding a difficult financial conversation with a business partner or spouse, today's astrological climate supports productive dialogue that can lead to mutually beneficial solutions. Your financial charisma is at a monthly peak, making this an excellent day to negotiate, request financial favors, or pitch ideas that require monetary backing. Your natural Leo charm is amplified, allowing you to present financial matters with compelling confidence and authenticity. Leo, the cosmic energies on April 30th, 2025, illuminate specific areas of your life with remarkable fortune and opportunity. The Sun, your ruling celestial body, forms a magnificent trine with Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, creating a day where your natural confidence radiates with even greater intensity. This planetary configuration opens channels of abundance, particularly in creative pursuits and matters of the heart. Your fifth house of self-expression receives powerful beneficial aspects, suggesting artistic endeavors initiated today carry a special cosmic blessing. Projects that allow you to showcase your unique talents will find particularly receptive audiences. If you've been contemplating launching a creative venture, today's celestial blueprint provides extraordinary support. The Venus-Neptune sextile occurring simultaneously infuses your creativity with divine inspiration, making this an exceptional day for artistic breakthroughs. Financial opportunities appear through unconventional channels, particularly those connected to your creative abilities or personal passions. An unexpected message may arrive revealing a pathway to monetize a talent you've previously enjoyed purely for pleasure. Social gatherings prove especially fortunate today, as Mercury's position enhances your communication, allowing you to captivate rooms and forge valuable connections. People of influence are particularly receptive to your ideas and proposals. Educational pursuits also receive cosmic blessings. Information absorbed today seems to integrate more deeply, and your comprehension of complex subjects flows with unusual ease. Physical vitality runs high with Mars energizing your health sector, making this an excellent day to begin new fitness routines or wellness practices. The benefits of such initiatives started today will compound significantly over time. Travel plans, especially those connected to pleasure or creative exploration, carry fortunate aspects. Journeys initiated or planned on this date tend to unfold with remarkable synchronicity and bring unexpected delights. Romantic encounters shine with unusual promise as Venus casts her glow across your house of true love. For attached Leos, this manifests as a deepening of connection and spontaneous moments of joy with your partner. For single Leos, chance encounters carry the potential for meaningful connection, particularly in settings related to arts, culture, or education. Spiritual practices yield profound insights today as Jupiter expands your capacity for higher understanding. Meditation, journaling, or any form of contemplative practice opens doors to wisdom that can guide significant life decisions. The day's most fortunate hours fall between 2 and 4 p.m., when the moon's position perfectly amplifies Leo's natural radiance. Schedule important meetings or creative endeavors during this window for maximum impact. Your most fortunate colors today are royal purple and gold, which will help you channel and amplify the day's beneficial energies. Wearing these colors, even as small accessories, serves as a cosmic magnifier for the day's abundant potential. Remember to express gratitude for the fortunate circumstances that arise. Jupiter's generous nature responds powerfully to acknowledgement, often multiplying blessings when they're recognized and appreciated. Your social landscape takes an interesting turn today, Leo, as the Sun in Taurus illuminates your 10th house of public reputation while forming a compelling trine with Pluto in your 6th house of daily routines. This powerful configuration suggests that your social connections today could directly influence your professional standing or public image. Someone you meet casually might later become instrumental in a career opportunity. Venus in Gemini activates your 11th house of friendships and social networks, bringing a lighthearted and intellectually stimulating energy to your interactions. You'll find yourself drawn to people who can engage you mentally and share fresh perspectives. This position favors attending group events, virtual meetups, or community gatherings where ideas flow freely. Your natural charisma is enhanced, making this an excellent day to expand your social circle or strengthen existing bonds. Mercury, also in Gemini today, forms a harmonious sextile with Jupiter in your ninth house of expansion. This aspect significantly boosts your ability to communicate your larger vision and connect with people from different backgrounds or cultures. International connections are especially favored, and conversations could lead to exciting collaborative opportunities that broaden your horizons. Mars in Cancer occupies your 12th house of the subconscious, creating an interesting dynamic in your social world. You might feel somewhat reserved or selective about who you spend energy on. Trust your intuition about new acquaintances. Your subconscious is picking up on subtle cues that your conscious mind might miss. This position also suggests that behind-the-scenes networking could prove valuable, and some social connections may be working in your favor without your direct knowledge. The moon in Libra forms a trine to your sun's sign, creating emotional harmony and enhancing your natural magnetism. This lunar position activates your third house of communication, making you especially articulate and diplomatically persuasive. Group discussions will flow smoothly under this influence, and you'll find it easier to navigate potentially challenging social dynamics with grace. Saturn's position in Pisces continues to restructure your eighth house of shared resources and intimate bonds. This longer-term transit suggests that you're learning important lessons about vulnerability and trust within your closest relationships. Today, this influence reminds you that the most valuable social connections are those built on authentic emotional exchange rather than superficial interaction. Uranus in Taurus forms a square to your sun sign, which might bring unexpected encounters or surprising revelations within your social sphere. Someone may show a completely different side to their personality, or a casual acquaintance could suddenly become more significant. Stay flexible and open to these social plot twists. They're guiding you toward connections that align with your evolving authentic self. Neptune in Aries activates your ninth house of philosophy and higher learning, infusing your social interactions with idealism and vision. You may find yourself drawn to people who share your spiritual outlook or humanitarian concerns. Group activities centered around causes you believe in could lead to meaningful connections that transcend ordinary social boundaries. Jupiter in Gemini expands your 11th house of social networks, amplifying your popularity and bringing beneficial connections into your life. This placement suggests that the more you engage with diverse groups and step outside your usual social circles, the more you'll benefit. Someone you meet today could open doors to new opportunities that align with your long-term goals and aspirations. For singles, this is an exceptional day for meeting potential romantic partners through friends, social events, or community activities.